5 seconds. There was one really quick thing. So to record, here's how you record. You flick this up.
What did you flick up this?
What?
Oh, for that up.
Up. It says rec at the top position, right? So that's how to record. To stop the recording, when you're done, okay, cut. Press it in.
So you flick it up to start recording, press it down to stop.
Spin it.
Press it in, I would say, not down. Down would be like a joystick
Okay.
this way. So it's like
Press
a
it.
joystick up,
Okay.
right? And then just click it in to stop.
Should it always be LRST as well? In the bottom right? Is that just normal? LR stereo, yeah.
This
Left,
is
right?
headphone presets.
Okay, so it doesn't...
So you could say, I want my boom in my left ear, I want my lav in my right ear,
Okay.
or I want boom and lav in both of my ears. Like you could set up customization for that.
Makes sense. Awesome.
There's a few more things, but I feel like probably better to do either on the mocks or your first day of shoot.
Okay. Are you there for our first day of shooting?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
for the morning of,
For the morning.
like the first hour.
Like, okay.
The setup.
Because I remember we sync, and then we sync again after lunch is what I remember about syncing.
But you might have to do that part alone.
Yeah.
The lunch part.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, and then we already did the syncing part alone. Like, that was fun. Like, that makes sense. And Alejandro knows, like, everything about that as well, so we're good on that. Okay. We're good now. Thank you.
We're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then we
yes.
can also...
Thank you for I'll send you the recordings as well.
Yes.
We'll probably cover a couple other things related to this device in the lab workshop.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have that.
So
we have our lab
still have
workshop and
more
then the
time.
sync assignment, right?
Yeah.
In the same day, because that was on the first.
Unfortunately.
I know. It is on the same day. For us, it's the same.
I
day.
don't know for your group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For us, yeah, no, you're probably in a better position.
Yeah, I am.
Because it's literally like 50 minutes after. As for the, what was it? The MXF? Is that something I have to worry about, like per scene, per take, just so it's like, just so it's easy for like in post? Is that something that I'm worried about? Because you were talking about, what was it? The MXF? What was that like from? Like where would that be? Am I making any sense? Because you were talking about scene meanings or scene meaning slate and change that like per take.
When you say MXF,
Yeah, it was on the actual mixer. I forget what like it was in. I don't know. I know we talked about this yesterday. I think it was. It was
okay.
yesterday.
So before you even look at that, it's not necessary. It's just that we just use slate and take.
Okay.
We don't use scene. We don't say the word scene when we're
Okay.
slating. We say, and this is just for Humber, we say slate 1, take 1.
Okay.
Now, I'm used to in the real world, in the industry, using scene 1, take 1. But for some reason, and I actually don't know why, I think it's just because of the chronological nature of the way we shoot.
Okay.
Is we're doing it by setup number, which is, we call it slate number. But it's essentially just every major setup, you would increment to slate 2, take 1.
Okay. That makes sense.
3, slate 4, every new setup.
Awesome.
So what you were asking about this, and I think you mentioned we went over yesterday, is where do we see that in this menu? So let's say we're gonna mark off. Let's say we're gonna name the next take up, whatever it's gonna be. So let's say it's our 5th setup of the day. Obviously it's not, but let's pretend it is. So if I were to go into file storage, take list, here are all of the takes recorded. Now, you might have done some recordings before I got here, or no?
We didn't. No, these are from June. So we should delete all of them before we start, right?
Whose card was that?
It was
That's your
it was
card?
a random. Oh, because when we put in our own empty card, it will have nothing. This was the Cage's card. That's why.
Oh, are you allowed to format this? This one? This exact one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, how do you format?
I can show you in a minute. But, all right. There's a lot of curveballs today. So it looks like these are the ones I recorded a second ago.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago. I think I did just the 2, right?
It was two.
I flicked this up, record, stop. So that was slate 1A, take 1, I guess was the, what does it say? 1A, take 1, 1A, take 2.
Okay.
So that was just the way the last person set it up. But here in the orange, it says next. So I can actually prep the next one up. And that's where I can say, okay, what's our next slate going to be? Slate 5, take 1. Easy. If it's not already something listed here, I can just write in mine.
And for the actual like shoot, and if it's the same scene, will we want to like keep it updated with the takes? Ideally.
Sorry, say it again.
Well, if it's like the same, like per take, if it's the same scene, like are we going to keep it updated per take?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every
So
time.
you do every time you cut, it'll automatically. This will increment to the next number of take.
Will it? If I just record again, will it just keep the same scene or the same slate?
It'll keep the same slate.
So anytime there's a new
and,
slate, I have to update it.
Mhm.
Okay. It'll update the take.
It'll update the takes automatically, just chronologically.
Okay.
But
That's good to know.
you do need to manually change the slate number.
Okay.
So if the next one is, if I'm being told, okay, what number setup is it, script supervisor? What slate are we on? Oh, it's slate 5. Okay, so slate 5, take 1.
Well, they'll say scene 5, but I know what it means. Slate.
They should be saying slate 5.
Yeah, but you know the hooligans here. They never do it.
So it looks like this preset list is already full. So I'm gonna just maybe edit one or delete. Screw it, I'll delete a couple.
And
These are just preset names. If you always use these, then you can.
well, how do you make your own?
So I'm gonna go down to the bottom,
Oh, I
add
see.
new entry, and I'm just gonna do 5, and then use this
Yeah.
to the right for okay.
That's right. Okay.
So 5 scene or slate 5, take 1. Then we have our track list, of course.
Okay.
That's it.
Makes
So
sense.
now when I go to record, slate 5, take 1. It's prepped.
And then you push it down,
Mm-hmm.
and when you flick it back up, it'll do 2. Okay. Makes sense.
So why don't you set up for slate 6?
Where was that? Oh, I'm not even remembering where it was.
For you.
Okay. I'm not even remembering. It wasn't file storage. Take list. Oh, it was. Look at me.
There it is. So
Next.
Orange next. There you go.
And then you click. Oh, whoops. And you can change it to scene. Add new entry. Scene 6. And it'll automatically do take 1. So then I can just go back, and then it'll have next scene 6, take 1.
So roll for slate 6, take 1.
But okay, that's fine. Okay.
And cut. All right. Now this is the curveball. Slate 7.
How was that? Was that a
You'll
good?
see.
Click on it. Scene. I mean, this doesn't exist. Oh, do I have to delete one? Is that why it's scribble? Oh, that is why. So then to delete one, it's here. I'll do this one, delete, and then make one.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go.
Ah. Thank you.
And then just so your camera sees it, roll
Oh, yeah.
on, scene, slate
7?
Slate 7.
Take 1.
Take 1. And cut.
Cut. Yeah.
Alright.
Awesome. What was